Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to the Idlepark Talk Show. This is the fun side, and my name is A Song of Faith. On today's episode of the show, we shall be dwelling a little bit on the collaboration between head honcho for BBOY Records, Magasco, featuring Stanley Enow from Motherland. Better for Me was released on YouTube December the 3rd, 2021, about a month and a half ago.
Better for me, better for me. I see I know the hella. One day it go better for me. If you no get nothing to say, make you leave me alone. I shall not be hella. One day it go better for you. If you no get nothing to say, make you leave we alone.
Better for Me, the title of the song, has had rave reviews and has been enjoyed by Cameroonians at home and abroad, and of course lovers of music all over the world. Better for Me by Magasco featuring Stanley Enow was the only tune that was released by BBOY Records in December. And we all know that studios and artists release songs in December so that their fans and lovers of music all over the world can enjoy the tune, can dance and jam and have fun to this tune for the entire festive period. That's December and into the new year. A quick look at the views and reviews from YouTube and other social media platforms indicate that this objective was not met, as this song did not get the love and the attention that one would wish or hope for a B-boy record. There are numerous reasons why this might have been the case. One, we all know that we are living in an era of the COVID-19 pandemic where governments are prohibiting people from meeting in large groups, which would mean that artists will not get the opportunity to have promotional campaigns for their records and their music, which again might be a reason why this tune, Better for Me, did not get as much love as one would hope. We also know that because of the pandemic and the travel bans, artists like Magasco couldn't travel abroad to produce new music, which meant that their fans and well wishers outside Cameroon would not get the opportunity to kind of interact and consume the music as it would normally be when artists come out to a city to promote new projects. Even though I am a big fan of B-Boy Records and a lover of Magasco's music, I do have my reservations on this one. I strongly believe, and again, this is an opinion, I strongly believe that when an artist is looking for a collaboration featuring, artists should go for people who would add value to the work that they have put in place. Adding value would mean that you want an artist who would commit to the work that you're doing, who would bring in something new, who would add value in that sense. We are also looking for, should also be looking for an artist who is wanting to bring something new and be different. You want an artist who is not exactly playing the same style of music as you. You want an artist who is loved for their uniqueness and have that artist bring that uniqueness and that difference into your work. That is what makes your work elevated. That is what adds value to the work that you are doing. You are also looking for an artist who wants to leave a mark. You want someone who feels that they are not as well known. You want someone who is wanting to prove to people that they are equally as good. You want someone who is ready to sacrifice, even their project so that your project could be exceptional, could be fantastic. You also want an artist who wants to make a mark. Again, that is very important. An established artist, fine, they are already established. They have nothing to prove. They have fans. They may not be looking for any new fans. So you want an artist who is fresh out there, who has the energy, the talent, the willingness, and the ability to bring in their magic to your project. That is what you should be looking for. I think that is what BBOY Records should have been looking for when they were looking for a collaboration for Better For Me. I personally do not believe that Stanley Enow, again, this is my personal opinion, I do not believe that Stanley Enow met all these requirements. Again, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Stanley Enow is not a good artist. I'm not saying that Stanley Enow hasn't left the mark. I'm not saying that Stanley Enow was not good enough. What I'm saying is that Stanley Enow, for whatever reason, did not bring all of the qualities that I mentioned earlier. He did not bring them to the table, and that you go back to the tune and look. An artist who wants to have you shine doesn't go back to his repertoire and pull out portions of a song that he has already produced or that he has featured in and put in your work.
Me, I define my way. My brother, find your way too. Life now turn by turn. Demain pour toi va sortir. Me, I define my way. My sister, find your way too. Life now turn by turn. Demain pour toi va sortir. So just follow me, yo.
Way, like he brought that into Magasco's tune. That was uncalled for. What are you saying? That he couldn't sit down and come up with something new and fresh for Magasco's tune? No. He went back and he pulled something from an old a work that he'd done. And that is what he brought into Magasco's Better For Me. It wasn't necessary, I believe. If he was serious enough, he could have, put his head down and come up with something equally as good for Magasco. Like I said, those are the kind of artists you are looking for. Again, like I said, Stanley Enow is well-established artist. For me, Stanley Enow is for Cameroon as Puff Daddy is for the US. Again, like I said, this is an argument. We can argue back and forth as to how much of a musician they both are. But there's one thing that I would give to Stanley Enow, despite I think for me his limitations in music, he has been able to set up himself and to establish himself as probably the #1 showbiz man in Cameroon. He has the mastery of what show business is like. And again, this has nothing to do with music. It has to do with how he has branded himself and how he has portrayed the brand Stanley Enow out there, right? King Kong. He has successfully been able to set up himself as, like I said, the #1 showbiz man in Cameroon. Just like PDD. You can't compare him with other musicians and artists. But he has been able to set up himself as the #1 show businessman. He understands show business to a very elevated degree, and I see that in Stanley Enow. He understands show business in Cameroon, in Africa, and that is why every company wants him to do an wants him to do an endorsement for them. That's why he's all over the place. That's why you see him all over the place. It's not because he's the best Cameroonian artist out there. No, it's because he is the best showman, and I give that to him, right? When it comes to music, well, I have my reservations, but when it comes to show business, Stanley Enow is #1 in Cameroon. We could argue that from now to tomorrow. I stand by it. He's not the best artist, musically speaking, but yes, he understands the show business part of this industry, and this is what is making Stanley Enow successful. It doesn't matter what he puts out. Like he put out a song a couple of days back, Nyongo. I have listened to it. I'm not impressed. Just like I'm not impressed about most of his tunes. But like I said, when it comes to show business, he understands it. He knows how to use it. He knows how to make that work for him. And that is why he's famous. That is why he's popular. That is why he's loved. He's not loved necessarily because of the music, but he's loved because of his showmanship. And that is what Cameroonian artists need to learn. If there's one thing you can learn from Stanley Enow, is learn how to be a showman. Learn how to use and to master the show business part of that industry. That is how you make money. That is how you get endorsements. That is how you accumulate fans. That is how you become an international sensation. Show business and music go hand in hand. If you know how to put both together, well, you become very successful. Again, this is about Better For Me, the tune that was released by BBOY Records a month and a half ago. I'm just kind of doing a review and wanted to talk a little bit about Stanley Enow, who features in it. And again, like I said, these are my personal opinions. They are debatable. You could argue about what I have just said. I also wanted to note that if I were a part of BBOY Records and looking for someone to collaborate with Magasco for this tune, I will look for people who are unique as Fhish. That is how unique, that is the height of uniqueness. May his soul rest in peace. If I was looking for an artist to work with Magasco on this tune, my number one goal would have been Fhish. We all know he's an aesthetic. He's he is a character, right? And he has a very unique style of music, which we will all miss. I wish Magasco had thought about this earlier and had put this guy in his tune.
Caca come filon, filon, caca come filon, caca come filon, filon, caca come filon, filon, caca come filon. Primatine sa mukuta black, no bringa in sa saksa moto. Kosoda jaja dem pomoliko, all the sepi nambi na mamoto. Don't you know there's a difference between car and moto? Photoshop or no Photoshop na photo. See that guy bebe food na koto. See that guy get over strong hand na kondo. American Ninja was start, when my song start, photo no say what I start. Silence! I kill you! Caca come filon, filon, caca come filon, caca come filon, filon, caca come filon, filon, caca come filon.
If you were also looking for a rapper, for example, if I was part of that team, Cleo Grae, has a very unique style of rapping. He is young, he is fresh in the industry, he is determined, he wants to leave a mark. That is who I would be looking for.
Toli all my men and men and Jometrosa. Go Ghana today, we go Satire. No nothing no go manke. Mimbo de sasaye, crocodile and tana na any corner. My baby girl for chop my dough day important. Chop on it, leave my head now man the workers. Budget drop for inside TTP. Happy never bullet today, they will no go back sleeping money the sour. Yara, la vie écoute no pique une fois. Maman to flee, man no get à la choix. Donc si cassé na samedi soir, au gouvernement mon compte partenaire on dit quoi? Pantalon serré tout noir. And a pop of vraie chemise no be chinois. Which is on Canada for my foot toujours noir. Beauté de mango à main, la vie si c'est même quoi.
In terms of upcoming artists, Magasco did a remix of his tune, Gift, and he brought in a group of talented young men, people who I never heard. Take, for example, Cookie.
Cookie, I want a boy that could buy me all the Bentleys. Take me to Dubai, at the store we shopping gently. If you got the money, come for me cause I be friendly. No broke niggas in my zone cause I'm deadly. I want some video if you buy me a Benz. I need some money I can spend on my friends. I want it real, I don't need to pretend. Give a book, it's a check, I'ma give you a pen. Wanna pull up in my city like a boss. Hair done, nails done with my gloss. All these people trying to stop me, I don't wanna take a loss. Buy me fried chicken cause you know I got a sauce.
There is no doubt that if Cookie had featured in this track, it would have been exceptional. She's a great artist. I would, even though she's upcoming, but I would compare her with a number of the female Cameroonian artists. Really compare them and match them toe to toe, right? Again, if I was part of the team, that is someone I might have considered bringing in, just to bring in the difference, to bring in the fire, to bring in the energy that I think Better For Me needed. All in all, Better For Me was a great tune. All in all, Magasco remains my one of my number one artists in Cameroon. I remain a big fan. All in all, like I said, Stanley Enow, whatever you might want to say about him, remains the number one show business guy, in my opinion, in Cameroon. Big shout out to you, Magasco. I wish you the very best. And please consider coming back to Calgary. You were here a couple of years ago. We had fun. We loved you. And we are hoping that you might consider coming back here when things open up. This again is the Idlepark Talk Show. This is the fun side. My name is Asong Faye. If you haven't subscribed to the Idlepark Talk Show on YouTube, please go subscribe right away for more interesting content. We will do a lot more of this entertainment piece of Idlepark as we move forward. Please like this content. Please share this content to your friends and your families and anyone who is a lover of Cameroonian music. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Idlepark Talk Show on YouTube. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. I wish you the very best. Talk to you some other time. Bye.